Okay guys, in this video we're going to be looking at the exit pops. So to create your exit pops, you need to come to the T-REXecom menu down here and then go to exit pops. So we can create as many exit pops as we want, and we can link them specifically to campaigns or control how they behave in different ways. So what we're going to do is go ahead and click add new to create our first one, and I'm going to call this text pop. Okay, so we can create three different real styles of exit pop. We can create text, video and image ones, or we can create a mixture of all three. So what I'm going to do is create three different ones and then leave it down to you, to your own creativity, how you want to sort of create yours. So first one is going to be called text pop. Moving down the page, we've got what you see is what you get editing box, okay, which is, behaves the same way as they do all over the site. And then further down here, we've got some more options about how this particular exit pop behaves and where it appears. So first of all, let's just add some text to this. So let's call this, just go text pop. Put it in the middle there, and then what you can also do is, let's just go click here to grab your deal. What we can do, if I get a campaign URL, now this could be any URL you want, but basically we can make these clickable links, so hot links or clickable links. All you need to do is highlight the text, click this icon up here, and then add in your link there like that. Okay, so this is now clickable. So you can put whatever text, and then this, click here to grab your deal. This is clickable. If you want to, you can click this cog icon, and then you can make it open up in a new tab as well. So that will just pop open a new tab, and we'll click on that in a second when I show it you working. So further down, show off on, we can have site-wide, campaign page or cart page. Now site-wide means it will appear on all WordPress pages, all T-Rex campaigns, everywhere across your whole site, with the exception, which I'll show you soon, in the campaign settings we can actually block it from a certain campaign. So if you've got it set to site-wide but there's a particular campaign you don't want it to show on, then we can set that so that it won't appear on that one particular campaign. Okay, but like I say, we'll look at that in a minute. Campaign page means you need to create the pop-up first, and then in the campaign settings we can set it so the pop-up will only show on that one particular campaign. And then cart page means that it will show in your cart pages. So here, show offer, we got always show, once for each visitor and once per day for each visitor. Always show means every time they land on the page and they try and exit, it will show. Once for each visitor and once per day, that is what happens is a cookie is dropped on their PC. So once for each visitor means it'll only show the one time when they land, and then if they come back again it won't show. Once per day obviously means one time a day it will show up. So like I said, it drops a cookie on the person's computer. So the exception to this is if they clear their cookies on their computer, then it's going to reset this and it's going to show again. So let's go ahead and just publish this one. Another thing I just forgot to mention there is what happens is it generates you this URL here, so, or this permalink. Don't worry about this. No one ever sees this, and you never need this link here. Okay, so don't worry about making the text look right or anything, because no one will ever see it. This title up here, if you're creating lots of exit pops for specific campaigns, then you're going to want to put a title that is relevant to the exit pop, so that if you're choosing it to set it on certain campaigns, then you'll see it in the drop down menu and you'll know which pop is which one. So we'll look at that again, like I say, in a minute. So if we come back to exit pops here, we've got this one set to site wide, which is here under this type column. This will tell you what type of exit pop it is. So if we go to create a new one, and this time we're going to call this one image pop, like that. Okay, just let that generate up the permalink. you can see here it says site-wide pop already created. Okay, so you can only have one site-wide exit pop selected at a time, not created, selected. So if you're creating another one that you want site-wide, you'll just have to go back to the other one and either delete it or change it to campaign page, and then the new one that you're creating, you'll be able to choose to site-wide there. So again, with an image pop, basically all we're doing is putting an image into the box here. So I've got one in the media library already. Now you can click upload files, so you can just drag and drop a new image in, or you can browse on your PC and find an image to use. So if we go insert post there, again, let me grab a campaign URL. Again, what we can do is make these clickable exactly the same way. You just highlight the image, select the link icon there, and then paste in your link in there. And what that does is make this image clickable. So you could have maybe some text above, and your image might look like a button. So you might say click the button to get your deal, or click the button to whatever you want them to do. So that image is now clickable. So let's set this one to campaign page and always show. Another thing, what I've done a million times is I've come in to create an exit pop, I've just hit publish, and I've gone off somewhere else, you know, to do something else, and I've forgotten all about these settings below. If you do that and nothing is set here, what will happen is every time you exit, it will pop, because usually if it's set to always show, what will happen is you'll land on the page and it will pop once as you go to exit, and then if you go to exit again, it won't pop again until you re-land on the page. If none of these are selected, literally every time you exit, it pops up. So if that happens to you, you know that you've done the classic mistake and just forgotten to set these, which is really easy to do. So I'm going to go ahead and click publish on this image one, and then the next one we're going to create is a video one. So I'm going to go ahead and click add new. You see over here it says campaign as well, so we know that that one's set for campaign. So we'll call this one video pop. So this time what we're going to do is use a YouTube video. We're going to come across to YouTube. Recommend that you use YouTube. It's the easiest way to do this, but basically you can grab an embed code if you've got another kind of another place where that video is hosted. But for YouTube, if you come down to here and click this share icon here, and then click the embed icon, this actually gives you the embed code. So it's already highlighted. All I've got to do is right click, click copy, come back to where I'm creating my pop, switch it to HTML mode, and then just paste that right in there like that. Now you will see here we've got this width and height. If you want to adjust the size, then you can adjust those sizes there. A quick Google search will tell you the relative dimensions that you can use for videos. Can't remember it off the top of my head, but if you don't get it relative to that, then the video player will look square and it will look funny. So you can see at the moment it's like a rectangular shape, or it is actually square, or it looks pretty square, but it's the one that YouTube's given me, so it should be fine. But just so you know, if you do want to mess around with the sizes, just have a play around with it and you'll get it right anyway. So there you can see we've got that video in. This time we're going to select cart page. We'll keep it on always show. We don't really need to test these, you know, hopefully you've got the idea about those. So then we're going to go ahead and click publish. So we've now got 3 different exit pops created. Like I say, you can mix and match these. You don't have to have them separate as an image, a text, or a video. You could have all 3 in one exit pop, but I just want to show you so it's a little bit more clearer. So there's our 3 different style pops, and then we've got one set for site wide, one for campaign, and one for cart. So let's go and have a look at how they work out. So first of all, we'll look at the site wide one. So basically the site wide one, if we go and visit the home page on here, this is a WordPress page that we're hitting, okay? So if I go to exit there at the top, you can see this is the text pop. Probably most probably, in most cases, you probably wouldn't be using this one because it's pretty plain and boring. But you can see how it works. You know, maybe there'll be an instance where it might be perfect for you. So, and you can see here we made this clickable link. So if we click that, it then takes us across to that other campaign over here. So let's just exit out there, and you notice as I went to exit on the campaign page, it was going to pop then as well. And now it won't pop again until I re-land on this page, and with a bit of luck, if I just refresh the page, that's enough to kick it back in. There you go. So that's on always show. So if I'd forgotten to set my settings, literally every time I went to exit here, it would pop up. But as it's set on always show, that means it always shows every time the same visitor lands on the page. Okay, so that's WordPress page. In fact, I should have left it on that video one. Let's click our clickable link, and we'll hit our campaign page there. Just going to pause this. So now I'm on a T-Rex campaign page. I tried to exit, and the exit pop has worked again. So just to refresh you guys, if you're not sure what I'm talking about between WordPress pages and T-Rex campaigns, WordPress pages are here under this section, under all pages. These are pages that are created by WordPress, and they're the pages that build out your site, like your home page, your collection pages and stuff like that. T-Rex campaigns are the ones that are stored under campaigns and funnel campaigns. Okay, so these look like regular pages, but this is a T-Rex campaign page here. Okay, this is where the people come and they buy the t-shirt and they select their size and add it to the cart and everything. This is a T-Rex campaign. Okay, they're two different kind of formats of page. So just so you understand, you've got WordPress pages and you've got T-Rex campaigns. Okay, so when it's on site wide, it's going to appear on all of your pages, all of your T-Rex campaigns, everywhere. Now, if you want to block it from a certain campaign, let's look at our campaigns. Where have we got those? Just close a couple of tabs off. So here are our campaigns. Now I'm using regular campaigns. It's exactly the same for funnel campaigns. So let's go and edit the settings in here. And under page styling, your page styling may not be in first position up here. Just let this page catch up and load. Okay, you can open and close these, and each section you can move and drag around into whatever position you want. Okay, so if your page styling is in a different position, just scroll down until you find it, and under the page styling sections towards the bottom, you just scroll on down here a bit somewhere. Whoop, too far. Okay, and around here we have select exit pop. Now this is where we control it for either selecting it so it only appears on the campaign, or you can see we've got none here like that. Okay, if I select none, what that means for the site-wide settings is it's going to block the site-wide one for this one particular campaign. Okay, so if we've got a site-wide one selected and we've got loads of campaigns, the site-wide one is going to be active on all of our campaigns, all of our WordPress pages, except for this one that we selected to none. And let's just scroll up and test that. So we click update. Okay, we're just going to right click on this URL and open it up in a new tab. So on this one particular campaign now, if I try and exit, nothing's happening. Okay, whereas if we visit another page, or this could be another campaign, we exit and it's still active on this one as well. Okay, because it's set for site wide, but we've blocked it on this one particular campaign. Okay, so that is our site wide one. Our image pop we've got selected to campaign. Okay, so that means it's not going to show anywhere unless we set it on a campaign level. So looking back, we'll use this campaign again. Back down to that drop down menu. and select exit pop. Here we can now choose the image pop, okay, because that image pop is showing up down here only because it's set for campaign. So they're only going to only the ones that are set to campaign will show there, okay. This won't show because it's set to site wide. This won't show because it's set to cart. So as we hit that drop down menu, we can only choose image pop because that's the only one set to on the campaign level. So let's come back up, we'll click update there, and then we'll go back to this campaign that we've set it on. We'll refresh the page, and we'll pause this video as soon as it comes on. So now when we go to exit, we've got this image pop as well, okay, or this image pop. So we can click that we made that clickable, remember, so it actually just takes us back around to this campaign, but that's clickable. Now just to note, we've still got the campaign, the site wide one. So this image pop, the actual image pop settings are set to campaign. On the actual T-Rex campaign, we've chosen that particular pop, so that particular pop is set only for this campaign, but all other campaigns on the rest of our site are still set to site wide. Okay, so only on that video campaign have we chosen this image pop to work. Everywhere else is still using the site wide one. Okay, so our last one is our video one, and let's just hit the cart page now. So our video one is set to cart page. So now if we go to exit on the cart, oops, we have our video one. So so in this case I would actually have to hit that play button, but if you want to do a Google search, there's a file extension that you can add to the URL of the video which would make it autoplay. And if you look back where you get the embed code as well, then you can actually hide those hide the video controls as well, so you can make it more of a clean player. You can make it autoplay. Just a couple of ideas for you. You know, you could have, if you had it on the cart page like this, you could have it so it says you know, a video that says, hey wait, you know, click the button below, and then you could have a clickable button below, and you know, click this button to grab your offer or whatever. So it's just a couple of ideas for you there. So looking back, you know, you can create video pops, you can create image pops, you can create text pops, you can make them clickable, you can mix and match them, you can set them to site wide, you can set them to campaign specific, you can set them to cart page only, and you can make them behave in different ways by how many times they're seen by the visitor. Okay guys, so that just about covers it all for exit pops, and I'll catch you in the next video. Bye for now.